And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and building expert advisors for MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and all those things that make us money. So let's see. For the first part, it's Friday, April 10th, and we don't have a whole lot going on today. Well, yeah, we do. We've got a lot going on today. It is Friday, April 10th. We've got CPI, US CPI coming out today, as well as Canadian employment changes. So we've got a lot of information that have a big impact on how we trade today. So with trading, we're talking about putting money at risk, and with that, you need to know what is going on with that. So let's talk about risks. Here's the risk disclosure part. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Don't do that. Only trade the funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And the CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with us today. First, I want to show you the back end of what's going on with tradingforexprofit.com. This is the client side that we're looking at. This is the user side where this is going to help me build better trades, better trading, and actually build a strategy in with it. Filter out with strategies, the latest feature we just put in there, and stuff like this. So this is kind of fun. To kind of help track my trades and figure out where I'm doing well, where I'm doing poorly, and how I can change those things. Maybe not doing poorly, but maybe do things that are a little bit different. And here we have a lot of other things going on. With that, let's go ahead and get into what's happening today. You already have it: Canadian employment and unemployment rate and employment change. And then we have the US CPI. After that, we have Michigan or University of Michigan consumer sentiment, which plays a large role, as well as factory orders coming in at 10. And then the federal budget balance. Yikes. It'll be coming in at 2 o'clock. No one wants to talk about that. Let's see, what else have we got? Well, right now we have the euro leading everybody, which is kind of unusual. We don't usually have the euro leading everybody, but that kind of works sometimes. Let's see. We also have the risk on, risk off meter. We are full blown risk on today, so we should see stocks going up. Should see the dollar coming down. And with that, let's go ahead and get into this and take a look at the U.S. 10-year yield. U.S. 10-year bond yield. That is usually what determines what health is all about. Or not health, but the strength is all about. And as usual on Fridays, we have straight across the board, all the bond yields are going up, which means global inflation is going up. I don't think that's a real shocker, given the price of oil in the past few weeks. So with that, let's go ahead and jump down to the DXY. The DXY is pairing off a little bit, down to 98.77. So we're seeing stronger upticks in the euro versus the dollar, as well as the euro versus the Great British Pound right here. It's starting to perk up a little bit against the Great British Pound. And here's the one that I'm involved in that I'm about to get stopped out in. Is the euro versus the dollar. We have Ukraine and Russia coming close to an agreement, which is unusual. I don't know who's brokering that deal, but it's looks like it might be a deal, and that will cause the euro versus the dollar to surge. Right now, my stops are 12 pips away at 117.24, as indicated by my what is it? That trade was initiated by my EA, my Bollinger Band and RSI confirm mean reversion EA triggered right about here. Where it closed up and then finished down on the 4-hour chart. Right here. Here's the trigger part. Came all the way down and did not stop there. I think it triggered here, triggered late, and then it has not stood a chance since then. So on this trade, so we'll see if that that continues to go up to 117.25. If it breaks 117.25, then that EA has given me a bad trade, which happens. You know, the mean reversion is not a it's not a 100% certainty on that. You've got about a 65, 60, 70% chance of that working out. At any rate, enough about me. Let's talk about everybody else. We have the pound versus the dollar right here. Again, perking up a little bit on dollar weakness. Dollar weakness. Did I see that right? Yeah, 28.77. Yeah, it's coming down. Let's go back to the daily charts here. We've got dollar weakness going on today. Oh, there we go. Make it look prettier. Right here is more dollar weakness, as indicated by a lot of things, but here's the Great British Pound versus the dollar, which does not hold true to mean reversion. I did break out of this channel really nicely a few 3 days ago. I completely missed that. Completely spaced on that. That's okay. So we'll see what happens with that. Looks like it's might be getting into a bit of a very sharp triangle right now. I don't know if I'd call that yet, but at any rate. Dollar versus the Swissy coming down a little bit on dollar weakness, as should. If it be interested to see if it comes down here. This is another strong mean reversion type trade candidate right here, so I might want to consider that for a mean reversion strategy. Dollar versus the yen, not a very good candidate for mean reversion because it doesn't play well with a mean reversion strategy. You see it's breaking into a almost head and shoulders pattern right there, but we need for this to come down a little bit more for that to happen. So we're looking for, again, dollar weakness. However, the Japanese yen is even weaker than the dollar right now, so we're not going to talk about that. So that's about time. I mean, not really. I'm expecting the Japanese, the dollar versus the yen to drop pretty soon because the carry trade starts to unwind as they raise interest rates. We will see what happens as time goes on. People have been calling out that for a couple of years now, and we haven't seen a hide or hair of it yet, so we're working on that. Well, we're not working on that, but eventually it'll happen, but it's going to be, it may take another 10 years for that to happen. Pound versus the yen. We have 214 breaking out and starting to hit resistance right there at 214. We'll see if that can follow through and give us a higher weekly close today. Euro versus the yen right here. Again, ooh, look at that. Perked up. Finally decided to do something. Perking up and getting out of the range. And let's see if break a 186.9 would be a new, if it closes that high, it will be a new weekly high for that. So that might be something to consider. 40 pips away from that, if it breaks out. If it continues to break out. Coming in at the 50 though, that's kind of a weird psychological level. I don't like coming in at 50, but you know, hey, we'll see what happens. Dollar versus the Canadian coming down on dollar weakness. We'll see what happens with the information that's coming out at about 8:30, about 2 hours. See if it goes up or goes down. I do not like trading the dollar versus the CAD because it goes up and it goes down a lot. It's very jumpy. It's not. It's a little bit less liquid than the euro versus the dollar, which is very, very liquid. It's the most traded commodity pair that I think, if that's still true or not. Canadian versus the yen. Usually mimics oil prices, does not, has that correlation's kind of broken down a little bit, but it is kind of perking up a little bit. Speaking of oil, 98.36, not a 98.42, 98.40. It's all over the place. It's kind of still holding in the high 90s. We'll see if it can close under 100. That would be magnificent for a weekly close. Dollar Aussie versus the dollar right here. A little bit less stuff going on. But still looks like it's topping out a little bit right there at 70.85. Running into resistance, and resistance is selling off a little bit. Gold. All the glitters. It's not glittering today. So it's kind of stopped out at 47.55, looking for a possible breakdown, maybe. in gold. Palladium, pardon me, platinum is starting to break down a little bit. Palladium breaking down also. Silver, the only one that's up today, is up 0.3% to 75.56. So that's would be something to consider. And let's look at software stocks from yesterday. Ooh, they got hammered. Look at that. HubSpot down 6%. Salesforce down 3%. Intuit down 7%. So these are companies that have pretty much sold their souls to AI, and we're watching them fall apart. Well, watching their stock price come down a lot. Upwork down 5.6%, down under 10. Let's see if we can break under 10 today. Nvidia is still up 1%, but still not very impressively, as it is still well below anything that happened. Look at that gap right there. Very strong fair value gap. Probably should fill it at some point. And that is about all I've got today. So with that, we're going to continue to be building out tradingforexforprofit.com. I'll have another video series on how to use that platform when it's finally built and ready to market. It should be the next 30 days. So I'm excited about that. I think you should be excited too. So if you're a manual trader, then that is something that you can track your trades. Even if you're not a manual trader, you can track your trades and figure out which strategies work best, and with which pairs, and develop and hopefully help you do better trading. So with that, that's all I've got today. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of those videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to talk to me directly, then by all means, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. You guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.